These are the plaintiffs, Deborah Mills and her son, Derek Morales. Deborah says her 14-year-old son was wearing his iPod Touch at the skateboard park when the defendant's son rode into him on a bike. Her son was knocked over and his iPod was damaged beyond repair by the force of the collision. The rules clearly state bikes are not allowed in the skateboard park. The collision was the defendant's son's fault, and therefore she should pay the $338.63 they're owed for a new iPod. These are the defendants, Jennifer Dunham Piers and her son Tristan Piers. Jennifer says it was the plaintiff's son who rode down the ramp into her son, who was sitting on his bike talking to friends. Furthermore, according to the law, iPods are not to be used while operating a vehicle, and Connecticut law states a skateboard is considered a vehicle. Therefore, she doesn't think responsibility lies with her son, and she should not have to pay. She's accused of being a bad apple.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Deborah Mills.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Derek Morales. You are suing Jennifer Dunham Piers and Tristan Piers for $338.63, the cost of replacing an iTouch that was destroyed, you say, due to young Tristan's actions. Okay. The two boys were at a skate park, correct?
That's right.
The two moms were not there.
Right.
You were how old?
I was 14.
14 at the time. And you were how old?
13.
13. Okay. Let's start with you. Come on over here and show me how it happened. Well done.
How about that?
Whoever on my staff drew those are those things that you skateboarders use? Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, well...
Wait. I got to see who built a skateboarder and what the skateboarder looks like. Hold on, my friend. Awesome. Look at that. Well done. Man, there is somebody with too much time on their hands around here. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was up on top of the ramp. I didn't have my iPod in. I actually had it tucked away in my pocket.
Okay.
I wasn't listening to it.
Okay.
And I was sitting on the ramp for a good 5 minutes or so, looking around, make sure no one was there, like I always do on the ramps.
Okay, because you're about to go down that one, up and down the middle one, and up and down the last one. So you're waiting for everybody to clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when the whole place was...
Nope. Another accident.
That's right. Does that guy have his iPod on? All right.
So when the whole place was clear, I started going down the ramp. And once I got here, I saw Tristan coming over this ramp out of nowhere. And we pretty much ran into each other.
Okay.
And
now, is there a direction that the ramp is supposed to go, or no?
The ramp is supposed to go over just straight.
Okay, but are you heading the right direction and he's heading the wrong direction?
You could go either way.
Or you can go either way.
Well,
Wow, that sounds sort of dangerous.
yeah.
That's why it's fun? I mean, seriously, the ramps are short enough where you can see that somebody's coming from the other way?
Yeah.
Do you have a picture?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can I have that?
Yes.
Did you hurt yourself?
Yeah, I had a bruise on my leg, and I went to the doctor. She said it would be okay. I didn't break anything, though.
Oh, it's not. Oh, man, it looks, all I'm going to say, it looks like a mountain there. All right, it's a lot smaller. Okay. Like you should clearly be able to see each other.
That's what I said.
All right, come on.
I didn't see him coming. He came out of nowhere.
I don't have any come out of nowhere. He exists, and this is like 2 feet high. That middle one is only 2 feet high. I could.
I don't know why. He must have came from another
Yeah, because
side
now I
of
want
the
to be paying
skate park or
attention.
something.
All right, do me a favor. Go back there, and you come on over here, Tristan, and tell me how you say it happened.
Basically, I was here with a bunch of my friends, just hanging out, like talking, and I guess, well, when he came down this ramp, you obviously get a lot of speed, but I didn't see that he had his iPod in when he was going down the ramp, but I know he was changing. He was looking at his iPod when he was down here, and that's where you get a lot of speed. And then because you just came down.
Where
this
were
ramp.
you? Were you where he put you?
Put yourself where you were.
Put yourself where you were.
Okay.
Grab him so he knows who he is. Okay.
I was right,
Okay, had you just come down that little hump, this little hump?
No.
Okay. Are you moving or are you stationary?
Stationary.
All right, you're with how many other kids?
A lot. Like, I don't know. There's my friends, and then there's other people that I didn't really know that were just hanging out, sitting down.
All right. And according to you, he just slides right into you and you're not moving?
Yes.
Okay. And then what do you guys say to each other?
No, I don't No, actually.
Do you say, I'm sorry? Do you say, dude?
I
were you
said,
gonna-"
what happened? I don't even know.
Okay, all right. Go ahead and go back there.
Thank you, guys.
Now, Mom, when do you get wind that that they've had this accident?
Later on, early that evening, around dinner time, I came home and, I just knew something was wrong. And I asked him because he was sad and everything. And, I have the iPod here with the impact on it.
Okay, what did your son tell you had happened?
He turned around and told me that there was an accident at the skate park and that Tristan Pierce was on his bike going over the ramp and, by the time he went down, they both collided into each other. And he said,
Okay, but if the rules are, do you know of any rule that says which way the people are supposed to travel on the ramp?
There doesn't say.
So then why is it his fault? Tell me your theory on why it's his fault, not your kid's fault, or just one of those things that's both your fault.
I do have the skate park rules.
Okay.
And it does state on here, and I do have a police report. It states on here that there's not supposed to be no bikes in the park.
Okay, hand that over to me.
It says what is included and what's not.
Okay.
And I do also have a police report.
How did the police get involved in something like this?
Because I ended up calling the police because I felt that, there's not supposed to be bikes inside the park. And when I did call them, they did speak to Mrs. Pierce and me. This is the police report here. It states.
Can I have the police report?
It states in my police report that there's not supposed to be. Christian Pierce.
Okay, but let's assume that there's not supposed to be bikes because
Right, but
it's
he
pretty clear that
admitted
there's
that
not supposed to be bikes. So why are you on a bike in there? Because everybody does it?
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of
but you
other
know you're
people.
not supposed to
Yes.
do it, right? All right, so that's established, okay, that he's not, on a bike is not supposed to be there. I think that you think that means, that's it, pay for the iPod. There still has to be fault. In other words, that may get him fined or get him in trouble or something, but because he's on a bike and he shouldn't be and he's violating those rules or whatever, but that doesn't mean he caused the accident. I still have to know who caused the accident.
Should you ever be listening to an iPod when you are skateboarding? What do you think?
Well, I think it's not safe to, wearing a headset.
You're acting like you want to say that it's okay, but it's not.
No, it's not okay for sure.
Okay, that's where I thought you were going. What do you think?
I don't think so. You have to be courteous of everyone around you.
Is it dangerous? That's the question. Is it dangerous?
Absolutely, because you can't hear if somebody's shouting, look out, I'm coming, you're in my way.
Same principle as a car.
Absolutely.
Okay. Got your point. Going inside the courtroom.
I was taken responsible for half the action. All I asked for Mrs. Pierce to do was just chip in half in the beginning.
And what did she say to you when you offered her that?
She did agree upon that.
Okay.
That, I said to her, even though that Derek brought his iPod to the park, he was just as responsible for his actions also.
Right.
He wasn't using it. It was in his pocket. But, I was figuring on the bike. If
it's not, frankly, between you and me and the lamppost, it's not the smartest idea to have your iPod on you when you're skateboarding, right, my friend?
Yeah, but I always keep it on me because I love my music. I need my music, calms me down.
Okay, well, now you got no music.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was smart enough not to have it in use, so it was just tucked away in my
pocket. Well, then why do
pocket.
you need it? Why don't you just leave it at home? If you're skateboarding, why do you need it with you?
I was going to be at the beach all day, and I wasn't going to be skating all day long.
But anyway, she told me she was going through a divorce, and she was going through a rough time, and she couldn't do nothing at that time. And I turned around and I said to her, I understand, things are tough, I know that, and I'm willing to wait, and she agreed upon to all that.
And then what happened?
She did ignore me a few times, and then I finally did get a hold of her again one other time, and she just said to me she thought it was quite, high for that price. So she decided to go on eBay to see if she can get like a used one or whatever, which Derek wasn't really too happy about because it's something personal.
Derek, how long had you had it?
I had it since Christmas. It was my only Christmas present, only thing I wanted.
Okay, so go ahead.
So this is what we decided to do, and I agreed upon it. But just to even get a used iPod, it's just it was expensive just getting a new one. And ever since then, she just decided to ignore me.
Okay.
Then I found out that the divorce went through. She wasn't out on the streets, as the police officer told me she was going to be out in the streets. She is home. She does get a good income, and it's not what she was telling the officer that she was going to be put out in the streets and everything. And I was just hoping.
What you paid for the iPod when you bought it was $227.
Right. And all I was, I
thought you could get it for $199.
$199.
Yeah,
In fact,
for right now you can.
Oh, well, good.
They come down, they're cheaper now. But I mean, I'm not pointing a finger at anybody. I'm just like,
That's my job. I'm about to point fingers. Watch me. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't have that expensive piece of thing on you, and you should see if there's somebody in front of you, okay? Because if the story happened your way, then you should, he did not, but he is not like, I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, you'd never know what I'm referring to. He's not Wizards of Waverly Place, snapping his fingers and appearing. Okay, he came from somewhere, so pay attention and don't be changing the song. And you're on a bike. You're not supposed to be on a bike. You're not supposed to be there. And you need to be aware of your surroundings too. Because if you're really where you say you were, just chilling with your homeboys right in front of the ramp, then no wonder somebody's going to run into you. You shouldn't be there. You should be somewhere else if you're just talking. And if you're actually going down, then it's the way he says, and you both need to be paying attention to where you're going. Got it? $100 that you're going to pay, $100 that you're going to pay, net judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $100. Good luck, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so it's 50-50. You accept the fact, the defendant here, that it was half your fault?
Yes.
That's pretty fair? Sounds like a fair judgment?
Yeah.
To you?
I guess so.
All right, so you still going to ride your bike in the park, or what's going to happen now?
Nah.
No more bikes in the park?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, good job. You head right down there, all right? Thank you very much. All right, you come on in here. You accept your 50% of the responsibility?
Yes, I do. That's what I told my mom to call Miss Pears before and ask for half, because it was my fault also for having it in my pocket. It was also his fault for having the bike in the park.
So I guess maybe you make a pretty good judge someday. You agree with what the judge did?
Yeah.
All right, and you won't bring your iPod, when you're riding on the skateboard anymore, on the board?
No, I'll keep it in the car or something.
Okay, good man. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, even if the bike shouldn't have been there, that doesn't in any way constitute negligence where there's an excuse. But the fact is, the defendant here was negligent, so that is the bottom line. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.